Et alors, Madame Harriet qui a des informations. Toi, sors de ma chambre. Ah non, c'est ta chambre. Merde.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Yo.
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
Mais je t'ai pas menacé, elle est sage.
You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Oula.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Ok. Ça sert à rien, la vieille.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Toi?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Ah,
Good
c'est elle.
evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Ok. Très bien, parfait.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Plus, hein. Et Dorothy.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Ouais, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait, elle? Elle fait du trafic. Ce sont l'arnaque. Il y a du sang partout.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Bouffe la gueule. Il va discret, on l'assomme, bim, on le bouffe. J'adore ce pouvoir. Je suis officiellement fan de ce pouvoir. Ouh, j'entends des bruits chelous. Ah merde, il m'a vu. Allez, viens ici. Ah, bâtard. What the fuck? Putain. Costaud lui. Bon, faut y valdinguer, j'ai rien compris. Suis les rats. Oh, c'est cool de bouffer des rats. Ici le rat. Du sang partout. Énerve.
What sort of creature is this?
Mais what the fuck? Il m'a mis 2 coups, je suis mort. esquive. What the fuck? Ah, je vais te niquer mon gars, au bout d'un moment. Tu n'auras pas raison de moi pendant longtemps. J'ai connu des mecs plus difficiles que toi, hein. What the fuck? Attends. Pas que je m'emballe non plus. Je bouffe. Allez, on y est là. Tiens, tout au bout. Bien, alors, on fait moins la maline.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Bon de Nurse Crane. Si vous êtes malade, que vous n'avez pas d'argent, qui que vous soyez d'où vous veniez, Dorothea est là pour vous aider. Ok.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Voilà, il y a quoi? On va d'abord aller voir ça. Bonjour. Toc toc.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir.
Toi, laisse-moi
I'm Dr.
tranquille.
Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Une bronchite.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait cette meuf là? Pourquoi elle fait des trucs chelous comme ça là? C'est l'infirmière de l'hôpital elle. Qu'est-ce qu'elle mijote?
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned. May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Cher ami. Qu'est-ce qu'il a à nous dire, lui?
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please. You again? Go away.
Ah, je pourrais rentrer en le forçant, mais il faudrait que je sois au niveau 2 de charme.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical
Non, il fait du trafic d'organes, c'est sûr.
You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
En attendant, on fouille un peu. Ouais, je lui vole ses thunes aussi, tant qu'à faire.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Faut savoir qu'est-ce qu'elle fabrique, Dorothée. On peut débloquer là peut-être? Yes, parfait. Je suppose qu'elle est dedans. On va débloquer là aussi. Je peux leur parler. Normalement, je peux pas leur parler. Bon, l'avantage d'être un vampire, c'est qu'on peut pas tomber malade, quoi. Donc la grippe, tout ça. M'en balèque, quoi. Là, il y a des traces de sang, là. Trafic d'organes, je le sais. Ça ressemble. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fout? Ouais, il essaie de soigner les mecs qui sont... espèce de ghouls là, ou je sais pas quoi là. Les scales. Attends, il me faut de l'aide. Bon, je vais l'aider parce que... Qu'est-ce que tu branles?
High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Ben, pourquoi tu le fais ici alors?
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Pourquoi tu l'as pas amené à l'hôpital, espèce de singe?
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I have this nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, doctor.
Rien à foutre.
Even threat for stitching the wound.
C'est toi, connasse.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
Bah, les massages cardiaques.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Mais je sais pas, je suis pas docteur, moi. Bah, il est mort. Sa faute, elle avait qu'à l'amener à l'hôpital. Ce son est horrible.
We've lost the pulse.
Oh putain, merci mes oreilles.
Gone, doctor.
Yes. We did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Bon, du coup, on l'a pas sauvé le mec. Attends, je fouille d'abord.
This is an unfitting place for the illustrious Dr. Reed. You shouldn't be here.
Et toi surtout, pourquoi t'es là?
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right, but that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Bon bah, ferme ta gueule, ce chantage doit cesser.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Ah, des vrais choix! Je ferme les yeux, mais vous démissionnez. Étreindre, je vais en finir une bonne fois pour toutes, d'accord, donc je la bouffe et crève. Charmer, vous allez oublier toute cette histoire. Ah, est-ce que je peux faire ça? Je serais tenté de la bouffer, mais je pense qu'elle va être utile encore, parce que... bah, quand même. Et si on peut la charmer?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go.
Ah oui, merde, je lui ai lavé le cerveau. Je pensais pas que ça serait aussi violent. D'accord. Ah, je l'ai vraiment lavé le cerveau, quoi. Du coup, quand t'as dit qu'elle va tout...